$11 million for reef fish management, $25 million to combat Asian carp, $2.5 million to count the number of amberjack fish in the Gulf of Mexico.
Comes in, your grandmother, your father, your mother, your brother, your cousins. They come in so easily, so crazy, so crazy.
Dog-faced pony shoulder. You said you were, but now you gotta be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you.
In case you don't know, and you haven't seen the latest polls, the American people hold the President of the United States in contempt. They hold this institution in contempt. They hold the Republican Party in contempt. They hold the Democratic Party in contempt. They think that maybe, given all of the crises facing this country, it's about time that there was some bold leadership here and that this institution made some hard choices. Who are you worried about? I'll tell you who I'm worried about. I'm worried about the fact that our workers are seeing a decline in their standard of living. They want to see our industry be rebuilt. That's what they want to see. No more B-2 bombers, no more Star Wars. Let's make the quality products we need. Let's invest in American industry. No, I won't yield.
I don't know who created Pokemon Go, but I'm trying to figure out how we get them to have Pokemon go to the polls.
Running against the worst candidate in the history of presidential politics puts pressure on me. Can you imagine if I lose my whole life? What am I going to do? I'm going to say, I lost to the worst candidate in the history of politics. I'm not going to feel so good. Maybe I'll have to leave the country. I don't know. And then they have cans of soup.
Hello, users, and welcome. Skydang Above It All show. It's a show. Hey, Max. I don't know if you could hear Max the dog's, like, cow-like sounds. Max the dog, you're a big moo dog. What the hell? You're a moo dog, Max. Hello, users, and welcome to the show. This is the Above It All broadcast experience. This is the experience of the show. To be here is an experience. And to be sitting here and doing this fucking show is also an experience. So, I'm here and I'm ready. First of all, I'd like to say hello to the users and to those watching the VOD. You know, a lot of people will click on the full show and watch the VOD. I don't really mention those people too often, but I just assume that most of them will watch the clips, but some people watch the VODs of the full shows. And hello to those people. Leave a comment if that's you. Just let me know. Just curious. All right. And I'd like to announce that I am 10% of the way to monetization on my new YouTube channel for Doom Speedruns. So if you want to back me up and subscribe, that would be great. And if you don't, honestly, that's not great, and you should really consider fucking yourself. Anyway, so that's cool. So hit me up. And last night on twitch.tv, I started up Resident Evil 8. So I'm going to be playing that game every evening until I finish. Hopefully I finish it before Halloween, because Halloween I will be playing Silent Hill 2 on twitch.tv. And after that I'll announce the next era of the Twitch gaming, which I'm working on. But anyway, this is those are the updates. Give me money. That's always an option to give me money if you want. Yeah, so with that being said, let's jump into the goddamn Above It All experience. I got some coffee. I'm on my first cup of coffee today, so bear with me. I'm still on my first cup of coffee. All right. I don't even know where to begin, honestly, with today's program. I really don't. I don't know where to begin. So I'm going to begin with this. I'm going to begin with this piece. You know, you ever wonder why people call things like, they call like news articles pieces? Like, oh yes, this is my piece. You know? And, so anyway, we got a piece here on the election. So this is in The Guardian. A madness has taken hold. Ahead of U.S. midterms, local election officials fear for their safety. Inside the office of the Shasta County Clerk and Registrar of Voters, which runs elections for about 111,000 people in this part of far northern California, Kathy Darling Allen, we need all three names there, can see all the security improvements she would make if she had the budgets. Quote, we have plexi on the counter downstairs for COVID, but that won't stop a person. It's literally just clamped to the counters. The county clerk and registrar said for about $50,000, the office could secure the front, limiting access to the upstairs offices. She estimated another county put bulletproof glass in their lobby years earlier. She knew something officials there at one point considered removing, though not any more. Election offices didn't used to think about security in this way, Allen said. Now they can't afford not to. Following Donald Trump's refusal to acknowledge his defeat in the 2020 presidential election, Allen says the once low-profile job of nonpartisan local election official has transformed in counties like hers. A culture of misinformation has sown doubt in the U.S. election system and subjected officials from Nevada to Michigan to harassment and threats. The FBI has received more than 1,000 reports of threats against election workers in the past year alone. So if you want to know where Shasta County is, there's the map. In California, officials in small, rural, and under-resourced counties such as Shasta say they are encountering hostility and aggressive bullying from residents who believe there is widespread voter fraud. Many are inundating local election offices with public records requests as part of a relentless quest to try to prove their claims. Residents in Shasta County have tried to intimidate election workers while acting as observers, crowding around Allen during a tense election night confrontation in June, and visiting voters' homes while claiming to be part of an official task force. In northeastern California's Nevada County, the registrar-elect had to take out a restraining order against residents who harassed her and pushed their way into her office, assaulting a staffer, she said. Quote, "It's really an unprecedented time," said Kim Alexander, the president of the nonpartisan California Voter Foundation, a nonprofit organization that works on improving election processes. A colleague recently referred to it as a sort of madness that has taken hold. Y'all, again, this is the world we live in, where you have, again, I need you to understand, Republicans are zombies. They are not people. They are not human beings. They are zombies. They are zombies, okay? What do zombies do? They have one fundamental goal, and they pursue that goal at the, throwing everything else to the side. They pursue that goal. And now, in zombies' case, the goal is usually like something like brains, or, we just want to kill humans, or we want to pass along a virus. Whereas Republicans' goal is to gain power. They are zombies that will do literally anything possible, not so that they gain power, but so that someone who doesn't even know that they exist will gain power. Think about this. Think about how crazy you have to be to go to a voting, like an election place, and assault a staffer at an election place in the name of the Orange Man. The Orange Man doesn't know who you are. The Orange Man will never know who you are. But these people are willing to go to jail. They are willing to die, in the case of Ashley Babbitt, for the Orange Man, someone who doesn't even know their name. Like, think about that. That's a zombie. I need you to understand, these are zombies. These are zombies, okay? These are not people. These are not rational, thinking, cognitive people. They are zombies. And their first and foremost and only goal is to install the Orange Man as a dictator. That's it. And this is about 15 to 25% of the country are zombies. I need you to understand that. Like, a giant percentage of the country are zombies in every way that matters. They cannot be rationed with. They cannot be reasoned with, They cannot be talked to in any way. It's fucking crazy. It's crazy shit, the world that we live in. Like, and again, I'm not here telling you that the election systems in the U.S. are perfect, right? I don't like the way that we vote for representatives. I don't like the Senate. I don't think the Senate is democratic. I think the Senate is garbage. I don't like a lot of the way that voting in the U.S. works. But I'm not going to go to an election office and beat the shit out of someone that works there because of that. What the fuck do they have to do with anything? As if someone at an election office has power over how this country operates when it comes to voting. That's ridiculous. It's nonsense. It's Looney Tunes. But this is the world we live in. Where there's no ignoring them. There is none. Ignoring them is not an option. Ignoring these motherfuckers is not an option. They are here to kill the rest of us. That is their goal in life, is to install the Orange Man as king, and they will kill or be killed to accomplish that goal. So anyway, there you go. Vlad Afonin, I don't want to see you coming into my fucking chat room saying, quote, "Once you get older, you realize just about everyone gets holes in their brains," when the only other fucking chat message you posted here is, quote, "7 years ago, progressivism was Medicare for all, ending the wars, and a federal jobs guarantee. Now it's CRT, doesn't exist. 99 genders, what? F Whitey, what? And let's go to war with Russia?" Like, dude, don't you fucking dare for a second come in here and say, "Oh, ho, ho, I'm smart. But part of being smart and old is realizing that everyone's fucking stupid, when the first and only other chat message you posted here is some brain dead fucking right-wing Trump shit. What the fuck are you talking about, you stupid fucking asshole? Get the fuck out of here with your dumbass fucking attitude. Oh, everyone's stupid but me. By the way, progressivism wants to go to war with Russia and they love CRT. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? Shut the fuck up, read a fucking book, and go the fuck outside. Like, you are living in the internet, man. Imagine your entire fucking life is dedicated to trolling online fucking goddamn chat rooms. Jesus fucking goddamn Christ. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Dumbass motherfucker. Fucking hell. I hate when people come in here and try to act like they're above it all when they post some stupid ass fucking right-wing garbage. Like, yeah, man, everyone's so stupid these days. By the way, global warming is fake. Oh, man, everyone's so fucking stupid. By the way, like, did you know that the transgenders are secretly building an army that they're gonna kill us all and chop our kids up and sell their body parts? Like, everyone's so stupid except for me. But did you know that leftists want to go to war with Russia? Like, bro, what the fuck, man? Fun P, $4.99. Good morning above it all. Hello. Brooke Holloway, I read their stupid message earlier, so I remembered to yell at them. Well, I read the message and I was thinking about yelling at them when I was finished with the first segment, but then they posted that follow-up message and I couldn't help myself, so. Like, you know, it's one thing if you post that message, it's like a one-off troll post. It's the other thing if you're trying to act like you're everyone's dumb but me in the chat afterward. Everyone's dumb but me. Progressivists want to have 99 genders and CRT and chop our kids up and want to go to war with Russia, but everyone's dumb but me. But the progressivists, remember when the progressivists were just like Medicare for all, and now they want 99 genders? Ooh, the progressivists, isn't that crazy? Everyone's dumb but me. I'm the smart one here. I see that everyone's a dumbass. Everyone's got holes in their brains except for me. The progressivists want to go nuclear war because that logic makes sense that the left wants the nuclear war. Why would that left want that? I don't know, but that's what I see. Everyone's got holes in their brains above me. Like, I mean, Jesus fucking goddamn Christ, man. Fuck. I'm sick and fucking tired of stupid motherfuckers. Stupid motherfuckers. They're everywhere. Ah! Like, they're fucking everywhere. Jesus fucking Christ. God damn it. Fucking CRT? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? And 99 genders, what the fuck does that mean? What does that mean? Fuck! What are you talking about? Jesus. Fuck. Anyway. Let me drink some more coffee. This is only the start of the show, by the way. We gotta create like that fucking device in the Matrix, you know, that harvests humans' electricity. What we need to do that, but instead of humans' electricity, we need to have like some way to manifest dumbassery into some form of power or some usable resource. Like, we need to hook these fucking morons up to a machine and siphon off anything out of them that's useful. Because as of right now, these people are the leeches. They're the takers. They take everything from us and they make our lives fucking worse. And I know people, oh, we got them, Mitt Romney, that No, I'm serious, man. These Republicans are fucking destroying our society from the inside. They're killing people because they're fucking crazy. They're advocating for legislation that kills people because they're fucking crazy. They hate black people so much that they want to ban the mention of slavery in history class. What the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with these dumb fuck motherfuckers, man? Jesus. You know what? Now's a good time to transition into this fucking shit. Also, hello, Sharif, and have a good one. So, we got a pandemic going on. And I'm not talking about COVID, which is also a pandemic going on that's really dangerous. But we've got another pandemic. We have two pandemics going on in this country. COVID and dumb shit-for-brains cocksuckers that are in positions of power. So check this fucking shit out. Justice. So-called justice. Can you imagine that? Imagine seeing this fucking goddamn little fuckface cocksucker and going like, oh, justice! Oh, can I open the door for you, Justice? Oh, is your coffee too cold, Justice? How are you doing today, Justice? Justice? Samuel Alito, Justice. It's the same thing with judges and Your Honor. Your Honor? I'm not calling you Your Honor. Like, first of all, what? I'm not saying that. I'm not fucking saying that. Fuck you. So on that note, this is so-called justice. Samuel Alito saying some crazy fucking shit.
So one of the most remarkable features about...
And goddamn it, the fucking audio is like in the goddamn, like it's underwater, and then it's in the trenches underwater, and then it's in like the fucking goddamn Earth's like inner core. Like what the fuck is the audio levels here? Jesus goddamn Christ.
The court in an age of incessant...
I'm like putting like a fucking 30% gain on, and I still can't hear this fucking shit.
Confidentiality that...
Oh my god, alright. So this is justice. Samuel Alito saying some stupid ass shit.
So one of the most remarkable features about the court in an age of incessant leaks is the confidentiality that long covered its internal deliberations. Unfortunately, that changed this last term with the horrific and completely unprecedented leak of your draft majority opinion in Dobbs. How has the leak affected the court?
I mean, I gotta be honest, man. The court. Oh, how has the leak affected the court? The court isn't doing the... Fuck your court. Fuck your leak. Shut the fuck up. You are a politician in a major position of power. And you're crying about the fact that someone told someone else what you were doing with your power. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up. But anyway, he hasn't even started yet.
It was a grave
Oh my god, now the volume is even loud. What the
betrayal of trust by somebody.
I mean, again, I try my hardest not to listen to Samuel Alito speak, okay? Because, man, when you listen to this motherfucker speak, it's like nails on a chalkboard. You know that goddamn scene in Freddy's Dead, A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 6, right? When there's, like, the deaf guy or the almost deaf guy who's got the hearing aid, and Freddy, like, gives him, like, a hearing aid that's, like, super sensitive, right? And then he puts this, like, fucking claws on the fucking chalkboard, right? And then the guy's head explodes, right? That's Samuel Alito's voice, okay? It makes me want to fucking kill myself. But anyway, I'm gonna try to suffer through this because this is some crazy fucking shit, okay?
Leak affected the court.
It was a grave betrayal of trust by somebody, and
it was a grave betrayal of trust by somebody.
it was a shock because nothing like that had happened in the past.
This is like, imagine, right, this is like someone talking about surviving a school shooting. Like, what the fuck? This guy is traumatized because Someone leaked his political fucking ideology like a month before he wanted them to. He's traumatized. This is like someone surviving like a fucking car wreck. Or like their alcoholic father who like beat the shit and killed their mother in front of them or something. It was a betrayal. It was so hard. Oh my God. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Holy fuck.
So it certainly changed.
And what the hell is this audio quality from the Heritage Foundation, by the way? The Heritage Foundation, like, has audio quality from, like, fucking 1983? What the fuck? Not even 1983. This is audio quality straight out of 1961. What the fuck is this audio quality?
Changed the atmosphere at the court for the remainder of last term.
The atmosphere of the court, the fucking atmosphere, bro. What are you talking about? You are a rich. Everything you've ever wanted in your life is given to you on a silver platter, motherfucker. You are one of the most powerful politicians in the country. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm sorry, Max. I'm yelling at the TV. I know. Max is freaking out. Look at this dog. I'm sorry, Max. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Max. I didn't mean it. All right. All right.
The leak also made those of us who were thought to be in the majority in support of overruling Roe and Casey targets.
Can I just say, the Heritage Foundation posted this clip, right? This is a right-wing think tank. The Heritage Foundation is doing a screen recording of a YouTube video. How do I know it's a YouTube video? Because of this. Press escape to exit full screen. They're doing a screen recording of a YouTube video to post it. This is great. All right.
In support of overruling Roe and Casey.
But think about this. All right, I'm going to scroll back again. I got distracted by the fucking goddamn horrible fucking audio and visual quality of the Heritage Foundation. But anyway, keep going.
The leak also made those of us who were thought to be in the majority in support of overruling Roe and Casey targets for assassination because we're thought to be in the majority.
Again, just real quick on this one, 70 to 80% of this country is in favor of abortion access. Okay. Now, again, the waters get muddied when it comes to shit like third trimester abortions, right? All that fucking shit, right? You know, again, anyone who gives a fuck anyway is stupid, okay? You can abort that baby the day before. I don't give a fuck. Shut the fuck up. It's not your body, okay? That's my position. We have too many motherfuckers on this planet to begin with, okay? But anyway, right? But as far as, like, you know, first and second trimester or whatever the fuck, again, trimester, like these imaginary fucking things. But again, about 70 to 80% of the country supports access to healthcare when you have, when you need an abortion or want an abortion in the first or second trimester. So again, this thought to be in the majority. Jesus fuck. Okay, but now again, the real dementia is going to kick in here.
In support of overruling Roe and Casey targets for assassination because it gave people a rational reason to think they could prevent that from happening. By killing one of us. And we know that a man has been charged with attempting to kill Justice Kavanaugh. It's a pending case, so I won't say anything more.
There's so much here. First of all, if you don't want to be a target for assassination, I got news. Don't become a politician. If you don't want to be in the public eye and you don't want to, you know, theoretically make someone angry enough to the point where they would want to kill you, don't become a politician, okay? I'm sorry. You know, again, and I don't support anyone going out there and trying to kill politicians. That said, if you become a politician, there are such things as political assassinations. They do exist. If you become a politician, you have a higher likelihood of being assassinated than if you're working at a meat processing plant. That's just reality, okay? Now, again, if you're a pizza delivery driver, you have a higher likelihood of being assassinated than a politician as well, right? Like, just look at by the numbers, right? Just throwing that out there. A lot of people get killed as delivery drivers, right? So, just throwing that out there. But I love that he uses the word rational. Like, he uses the word rational. It gave people a rational reason to want to kill us. And then he cites this example of a case of someone who turned themselves in. I honestly, like, what the fuck even is that case? I don't even know. I haven't seen any updates or whatever since that initial thing. But someone, like, called the cops on themselves. Like, I mean, I don't know, man. You gotta have some sort of, like, you know, there's gotta be something going on in your brain if you're gonna think to assassinate a politician and then call the cops on yourself. I don't know. There's something going on there, right? That's not just, like, a clear-cut case. But anyway. Like, they were never in danger. Let's be honest. These motherfuckers were never in danger. They were never in danger. Ever. They were never in danger. But they really want to be in danger. They really want to feel like they're surviving, like, some, like, crazy traumatic incident. That's what they want to feel. They strive to feel persecuted. That is the right-wing brain. But let's keep going, because this is entertaining as hell.
About that. But that was last term. Now we're in a new term. I think that all of us want to, all of the justices, and I think the people who work in the building, we have a wonderful staff, I'll add that, want things to get back to normal, the way they were before all this last term, before COVID. Get back to normal to the greatest degree possible.
Make the Supreme Court great again.
And that's what we hope will happen. And I think everybody is working on that. You know, during my 16 years on the court, the justices have always gotten along very well on a personal level.
So I just have to say this. And yes, I'm going to say it. If you can get along on a personal level with someone who wants to strip not just your right to go to a doctor when you need one, but half the country's right to go to a doctor when they need one, I'm sorry, you're garbage. That goes for all of these so-called liberal justices on the court. They're all trash. Ruth Bader Ginsburg, piece of fucking shit. Sotomayor, piece of fucking shit. Honestly, I haven't seen much of Jackson yet, but again, if you can get along with these people, it makes work easier, blah, blah. I don't give a fuck. You're a terrible person. You're a terrible person, full stop. If you can be friends with Alito, we just disagree on how politics. You're a terrible person. Go fuck yourself. And that applies to every so-called liberal justice that's been on the court at any point. I'm sorry. Go fuck yourself. I don't give a fuck what your personal politics are, whatever you think that even means. If you are friends with these people, if you are nice to these people, you are garbage. You are garbage and you are the enemy. I need you to understand. It is not just conservatives on the Supreme Court that are the enemy. It is all of them that are the fucking enemy because they all legitimize a system that allows these motherfuckers to strip away half the population's fucking right to go to a doctor when they want to. Half. They want to turn this country into an apartheid state. But at least we can have dinner like adults. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself.
I think the public, when they read our opinions, probably misses that. We sometimes, you can see by reading those opinions, we sometimes disagree pretty passionately about the law, and we have not in recent years been all that restrained about the terms in which we express our disagreement. I'm as guilty as others probably on this score, but none of that is personal, and that is something that I think I wish the public understood.
Yeah, you know, I want to strip your right to go to a doctor when you want to. Not personal. Not personal. No, it's not personal. We just disagree on the law. It's not personal, Ann. No, it's not personal at all. I want to limit your ability to have clean drinking water. It's not personal. No. It's not like I personally want poor people to not have access to clean drinking water, even though I'm going to have access to clean drinking water because I'm rich, and I'm specifically doing this so that my rich friends can have access to clean drinking water at the, and make a lot of money while the poor people suffer and die and drink lead poisoned water and have a, like a whole host of medical problems. And then I'm not going to let them go to the doctor. That's going to be great. Not personal, bro. Not personal. No, I wish the public would understand that when we specifically, as the Supreme Court of the United States, as an institution, as the Supreme Court of the United States, when we specifically go out of our way to say that all transgender people are mentally ill and unfit to serve in the U.S. military, it's not personal. We just think you're all crazy. Crazy trannies can't go to the fucking wars. Hey, I say this. I don't want to go to fucking war anyway, so thanks for that one. But again, it's not personal. It's not personal. No. Why would you think us saying all transgender people are crazy? Why would you think that that's personal? Why would you think our wanting to only limit people that have a uterus from going to the doctor? Why would you think that that's personal? It's not personal. We hate all women. We hate all queer people. It's not personal, man. Go fuck yourself, bitch. In this guy's sob story, we were targets for assassination. Oh, really? Try being black in America and driving through a city that is infested with a police department that wants to fucking murder people like you, and then cry me a fucking river about being a target for a fucking assassination. You fucking little jackass little fucking prick. Election workers, people that work at an election office, are more at danger of being assassinated than this fucking little crybaby little fucking wannabe trauma-ridden prick, okay? Fuck these guys, man. Fuck them all. Fuck the so-called liberal justices as well, because they're all fucking garbage, man. They're all fucking scumbags who look down and laugh at you from their fucking ivory tower where they fucking, we're gonna have tea and crumpets like adults, even though we agree or disagree on half of the population being second-class citizens. We're going to go over and have tea and crumpets, and maybe we'll have a donut. Oh my goodness, how scandalous, the idea that we'd have a donut for dessert. Like, go fuck yourself. Jesus Christ. Anyway. These fucking goddamn motherfuckers. Oh. Oh my God. This goddamn country, man. What do we do? What do we do with these fuckers, man? Like, I keep asking this question. What the fuck do we do? What do we do about these fucking crazy motherfuckers? The inmates are running the asylum, motherfuckers. Like, what do we do about this shit? I'm going to show you an image. This is an image that, if you see this image, it's kind of like, you know that videotape in The Ring? AKA Ring, depending on which version you're watching. You know that videotape in Ring? Where you put it in, you watch it, and then it's like a cognito hazard, right? Like there's like a curse that's thrown and thrust upon you, right? Like you need to like pass it on in a week, otherwise you're going to get killed, right? Like it fucks your life up, right? I'm going to show you an image that is equivalent or worse than the videotape that caused the Sadako to come out of your television, okay? And that's this. Check this out. That's this image. This image. I know. I apologize. I had to. So, I just, just seeing Elon Musk smile fills me with rage. I hate this motherfucker so much. I'll be honest, I hate him. Yes, Elon fanboys, when you come onto my channel and find this video, because Elon fanboys love defending this motherfucker, and then you ask me, why are you so filled with hate? I'll preemptively answer that question. I hate this guy because he's smug. He thinks he's smart, but he's not. He lies about his technical and scientific achievements and takes credit for other people's technical and scientific achievements by buying them out. And I think that that's fucking disgusting. He lies about founding Tesla. He lies about founding PayPal. He lies about all kinds of fucking shit. And he does it with a smile. He's a snake oil salesman. He's a con artist. He's a fucking prick. And so are you if you like him. So anyway, this photograph is him walking into Twitter HQ. And he's holding a sink. Get it? Let it sink in. Let the sink in. Ha ha! Ah! Something that was funny until this happened. So anyway, let's read an article here. I'm reading this from CNBC because I always love reading the business outlets when they talk about this stuff because they will always throw you the craziest fucking curveballs when they fucking describe this shit, okay? So it's crazy shit, okay? I love it. Elon Musk carried a sink into Twitter on Wednesday as deal nears close. Billionaire Elon Musk visited Twitter's headquarters in San Francisco on Wednesday. The visit came a few days before Musk's deadline to complete his acquisition of the company, or else face new trial dates. A judge gave Musk until Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern to complete the deal after she postponed the original trial dates. Mila gives me a $5 super chat. Great ranting and raving. Fire emojis. Thank you. All right, so he's letting the sink in. With just a few more days left to complete his acquisition of Twitter and stave off a new court date, billionaire Elon Musk walked into the company's San Francisco office on Wednesday with what appeared to be a porcelain bathroom sink in his hands. Entering Twitter HQ, let that sink in, the Tesla and SpaceX CEO tweeted with a video of his entrance. A person at the company confirmed to CNBC that Elon was visiting today. Oh, they needed to confirm it. Isn't that great? I know. They feel the need to do this because they're journalists or whatever. It's probably for the best that they feel the need to do this. But there's video. He posted a video of himself entering the HQ, and you need to have someone else confirm that he's there? Like, what? Like, he posted the video on Twitter. Why do you need some independent person? I know it's probably better in general if they feel the need to always have someone verify that. I get it, right? But come on now. I mean, like, that's just a funny line. But anyway. And noted that there is some internal concern about what will happen to people on the foreign worker visas. This person, who declined to be named discussing internal matters, said that employees are trying to keep working despite all the attention being paid to the deal. Now, again, Elon has said 75% of the Twitter workforce is going to be cut. That's what he said. So yeah, if you're working at Twitter, you should be lining up a second job, and you really should have been for the last 6 months, to be honest. But staff in the office got a brief heads up about the visit, according to an email. The sender, whom Bloomberg identified as Twitter chief marketing officer Leslie Berlin, wrote that Musk would be in the office this week, meeting with folks, walking the halls, and continuing to dive in on the important work you all do. The email also said employees would hear directly from Musk on Friday. A Twitter spokesperson declined to comment, blah, blah, blah. Earlier, Musk changed his description on social media service, which he has more than 110 million followers, to Chief Twit. LMAO! God damn, Elon is so funny, isn't he? You know, like, that's the thing. Like, Elon Musk's, like, sense of humor is, like, what was trending on Reddit like 6 weeks ago. That's his sense of humor. Like, what was the popular Reddit trend and meme as of about a month and a half ago? And that's what Elon Musk's current personality is. I mean, like, my God, man. Like, let that sink in, right? I get it, right? It's a funny pun. I understand. But, like, that was a joke on the internet that circulated months ago. Everyone got memed on that shit to death, and no one thinks it's funny anymore. And then here comes Elon Musk thinking, oh, is this still funny? Elon Musk is the motherfucker that goes to the party 3 hours after the last person left, and they show up and go, hoo-hoo, where's everyone? Right, like, what the fuck, man? Like, it's just embarrassing. Delaware Chancery Court judge set the Friday deadline after Musk said he would be willing to buy Twitter after all. Twitter not taking Musk on his word wanted the court to remain involved. The judge ended up postponing the original trial set for last week and gave the parties until the end of this week to close the deal, or else she would set new trial dates for November. So there you go. He's going to buy Twitter. I need you all to understand, right? Twitter is probably not going to change that much. I know a lot of people think it will. But why would, again, I say this almost all the time when I talk about this, right? Why would a billionaire want to own a social media company? Look at Google, look at Amazon, look at Facebook or Meta, whatever, right? What is the power of owning a social media company? There are two main things that you gain, like powerful, extremely. We're talking about so powerful that shit like this should be illegal. Things that you gain when you own a social media platform. As opposed to a newspaper. Now, Jeff Bezos owns the Washington Post, right? Now, again, you own a newspaper, you get one of these things. You own social media, you get two of these things. So factor this in, okay? Now, the one thing that's common between owning a newspaper or a media outlet versus social media is that you have a platform to say whatever the fuck you want at any point without any criticism. That is one of the most important things, right? So now Elon Musk can say whatever crazy-ass, stupid, bigoted fucking garbage he wants. He can shit all over transgender people every day, just like he has been doing. He can shit all over Ukrainian citizens all day and be a war profiteer, and that's fine. And if you criticize him, you'll probably get banned or censored or have your reply hidden. Oh, dear heavens, right? But the other one, that's one of them, right? The other one that you need to understand, this is way more important than the platform, right, is the social media user data. Now, again, this should be illegal. How companies, especially social media companies, track you. This shit should be fucking illegal, but it's not because we live in Hell World USA, right? So, again, Elon Musk, having bought Twitter now, can find out what you searched on Twitter in 2009 when you first heard about the website and you went on Twitter and see, what am I going to look up? And you looked up a bunch of really crazy shit. Elon Musk now has access to what you searched on Twitter in 2009. Think about that. Think about how fucking crazy our society is. Think about it. Think about it. He owns that data. Now, again, is Elon Musk going to personally go through your profile? Probably not. But again, isn't it fucked up that a billionaire can just buy giant fucking sets of data that include what you were searching fucking 10 years ago? That's fucking crazy, okay? That's crazy. Imagine if someone bought Google. Imagine the power that they would have if they bought Google. Now, again, imagine the power Google has right now and the people that run Google have right now. But imagine if someone like Elon Musk just wanted to buy Google and just had access to all your data that everything you've ever searched for the last 20 years. And again, that's something you don't get with a newspaper, right? So, and that is the most important reason why you would want to buy a social media company. I mean, look at what Mark Zuckerberg does with Facebook and how he uses personalized data and sells data to advertisers and makes so much fucking money doing so, right? They are tracking everything. And by they, I mean one or more, at least one or more social media companies are tracking everything you do. And that doesn't even mention ISPs. What is your internet service provider tracking, right? That is even more cloudy than social media companies on what they're tracking. Theoretically, they could track everything. Theoretically. So, hey, just throwing that out there. Elon Musk knows the porn you were looking at on Twitter 15 fucking years ago, or 12, however long. I don't know when Twitter first came around, but he knows what you've been looking at. He knows who you're following. And hey, I don't know about you, that makes me a little uncomfortable. I don't want Elon Musk to know who I'm following. I mean, that's public, but you know what I mean. Anyway, social media, the way social media is designed right now, and the way data collection and data tracking works, the fact that shit's not illegal is crazy. It's crazy how this shit's not illegal. Like, I want to tell you a story real quick before I end the segment. In fact, let me put this back in. This is the amendment. Okay. Do you know how your phone tracks you? Do you know how apps in your phone track you? Check this out. I got a phone here. This is a cell phone. You know how your cell phone tracks you? Think about this. If you're driving to work, let's say you drive the same route to work. You have the fastest route. You have it memorized. You drive the same route to work, right? There can be apps on your phone, right, that will track you when you drive to work. And then they will cross-reference how you drive to work, what roads you take, with something like Google Maps. They will see what are on those streets that you're passing. Let's say you're driving to work and you pass a Burger King and a Starbucks and a Wendy's every day on your way to work. And then all of a sudden, right, whatever app is collecting that data, sell it to an advertiser company. They know every day you pass Wendy's, Starbucks, and Burger King. So what are they going to do? They're going to sell that data to advertisers like Burger King, Wendy's, and Starbucks, and they're going to start serving you targeted ads based on the route you drive to work. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that fucking crazy how data tracking works in this fucking country? And again, you can try your best to turn off anything you want, but guess what? The menu items, like the things you have in the default operating system of Android or especially iPhone, but like all the defaults, you know, it really is just to make you feel better, right? Let's be honest, right? If you turn off as much of the tracking stuff as you can on your phone, it's not everything. It's not everything. It makes you feel better. It makes you feel, you know, really the best way to go about this would be to turn your phone off. To turn your phone off when you're out of the house. Now, again, what's the downside? Now your kid can't call you if they got a fucking, you know, if there's a school shooting and they need to call you and so you can pick them up. Now they can't call you because your fucking phone's off, right? So, I don't know, man. I'm just saying, right? Data collection as a society, as we are right now, that shit's fucking crazy. But social media is also, like, again, there's so much information that these people have access to. And, again, they're buying it in bulk and they're selling it. This is your data. They are profiting off of your interests. How come I can't call up Starbucks and say, hey, I love Starbucks, just thought I'd let you know so you can target ads at me and maybe get me to buy Starbucks on, you know, why can't I get paid for that? Tell me, why can't I get paid for that? How come when I sign up on the Burger King email list or get text alerts for new menu items, how come they aren't paying me for that? Yet they're willing to pay other people, specifically corporations, for that same information? Isn't that crazy? But they won't pay us for that. Every time you sign up for one of these corporate email lists or download one of their apps, you should get paid. They're paying already for that information. Cut out the middleman. But that's not how society works, so. But hopefully you can stack up some rewards points. Am I right, people? I'm going to jump in to a topic people have wanted me to talk about. I have a lot to say about this. So I want to start off by looking at this piece, and then I've got some clips that I'm going to go into. John Fetterman's debate showing left Democratic insiders shaken but still hopeful. Now, I don't know how this race is going to go, okay? I'm going to be honest. I have no idea. If you had asked me a month ago, I'd say Fetterman's probably going to win. At this point, I'm not sure, right? But the idea, right, the way we organize society, think about this. The idea that someone having had a health condition all of a sudden makes them dumber somehow Now, again, you can have some kind of health conditions that really fuck your brain up. That's a huge thing. But like the immediate thought, oh, someone had a stroke. Clearly, they must be a complete moron and unfit to serve for office, right? Like, you know, like that is a crazy prejudice that a lot of Americans have, right? And the only thing that matters when you vote for a candidate to go to the Senate or the House is how they will vote. How you think they will vote on bills. Now, again, would I want someone like Bernie Sanders to give like a passionate speech on the floor? Absolutely. And is John Fetterman going to be able to do that in a year, 2 years? Probably. Right? But the most important thing that matters is how they vote. And if you think that John Fetterman recovering from a stroke is somehow going to make him vote differently, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. And you're a bigoted piece of garbage. And so, but again, there's multiple facets of society here. We know, right, that Americans are bigoted pieces of prejudicial fucking garbage. We know that. That's a fact. Democrats, especially Republicans, are bigoted fucking garbage cans. Okay, I need you to understand that. And so even if well-meaning people, you know, like this is the point that I'm trying to make. Well-meaning people, they might not be affected by this, but they're afraid of the generic American who's a bigoted, prejudicial piece of fucking garbage who will see his debate performance and cry and whine and vote for Dr. Oz, right? Right? That's what they're worried about. Again, I need you to understand, we are held hostage by American stupidity. We are held hostage by the dumb fucks that run this country. We're talking about the voters. We're talking about the low information, low IQ, extremely evil, bigoted fucking piece of garbage, average American voter. I'm not talking about just Republicans. Democrats are bigoted pieces of garbage more often than not as well, okay? It's almost all of these motherfuckers in this country, right? So I'm just saying that. I wanted to foreground that before I get into this. So I got some clips here, but I'm going to read some of this. When one Pennsylvania Democratic operative got on a call, I love how this is just written about one Democratic operative who got a phone call. Let's write an article. Someone got a phone call somewhere. Bust out the typewriter. And inside Pennsylvania's Democratic circles, insiders and elected officials fretted about Fetterman's halting performance in Tuesday's high-stakes U.S. Senate debate, questioning his campaign's choice to participate, and in some cases hoping the debate came too late for serious damage to sink in. According to several operatives and elected Democrats, most of whom didn't want to go on record criticizing their home state candidate. I was getting text messages throughout the debate, and certainly when it concluded, from Fetterman voters saying, whoa. Now again, I just want to remind everyone, real quick, we may have forgotten, but I want to remind everyone about a couple of U.S. presidents that we've had in the last, last while. Exhibit A, George W. Bush. Exhibit A. Was anyone around during the George W. Bush administration? Did anyone see what that guy was saying on television? That guy was fucking nuts. George W. Bush was fucking nuts. That guy was crazy. He didn't know how to speak properly. He was a fucking low IQ Neanderthal, right? Now, Exhibit B, Donald Trump. I mean, fuck, Donald Trump. The guy can't complete a coherent sentence to save his fucking life. The guy's literally living in a psychotic fantasy land. He was president of the United States. Exhibit C, Joe Biden. Joe Biden also can't complete a coherent sentence to save his life. It's just not going to happen. He says and does inappropriate things all the time. He walks into walls. He asks where dead people are, right? Let's be honest. Joe Biden not doing so well in the cognitive department. And yet, all three of these people, what do they have? Well, all two of these people, what do they have in common? They won a presidential election. Just one of them at one point. Okay. Of course, George W. Bush never won a presidential election, but that's another story. So I don't know, man. I want to hope that the American electorate, how dumb and stupid and fucking disgusting and bigoted these people are, can look past the fact that John Fetterman had a stroke and is recovering from the stroke, right? I hope to God. But also, I don't know. Now, anyway, I want to play some clips. I got some clips here from the debate, just a couple, and I'm not sure how the volume will be, but anyway, I got a couple. I'm going to play them in the order that I deem to be legitimate. So this is how John Fetterman knew that him recovering from a stroke would be an issue. He started the debate by talking about it. Let's watch.
And let's also talk about the elephant in the room.
The fucking audio, man. Holy shit. What is this fucking shit recorded like under like a fucking like glacier? Like, why is the audio so fucked up?
And let's also talk about the elephant in the room. I had a stroke. He's never let me forget that. And I might miss some words during this debate, mush two words together, but it knocked me down, but I'm going to keep coming back up. And this campaign is all about, to me, is about fighting for everyone in Pennsylvania that ever got knocked down, that needs to get back up, and fighting for all forgotten communities all across.
What? Now the fucking audio's getting louder. What the hell?
That needs to get back up and fighting for all forgotten communities all across Pennsylvania that also got knocked down, that needs.
Fuck. Why is like the audio gradually getting, I don't know what the hell is going on. I'm not doing that. I just want to say I'm not doing that. That is the clip. That is the clip.
It's about fighting for everyone in Pennsylvania that ever got knocked down, that needs to get back up, and fighting for all forgotten communities all across Pennsylvania that also got knocked down, that needs to get back up. Thank you.
So again, he starts off, you can clearly hear, you know, he's forgetting some words. He's not really forgetting. Now again, it needs to be understood, like, what does a stroke do to you? Well, it depends, you know, like how quickly you got healthcare and what the quality of that healthcare is, right? But oftentimes what it does is it affects your ability, to think about something cognitively and your ability to physically get that thought out, right? So again, speaking, language, right? Talking, requires moving your mouth, right? And saying words. But sometimes, your brain is thinking really fast and your body is unable to keep up with, what you're trying to say. You might miss a word, right? And when you have a stroke, I mean, people do this all the time, by the way. Like, this is not something that stroke victims are exclusive with, right? It's just more prominent sometimes when you're recovering from a stroke, right? I do this sometimes. Having done 1,723 of these fucking little fucking shows, right? I can tell you for a fucking motherfucking fact, every once in a while, I flub something, I miss a fucking word, I'll say shit like that mashes words. I have that all the time, right? So normal people do that all the time, right? But like, oh, he had a stroke. Oh, woo, right? Like, all of a sudden that makes it more scary, right? Because it's more pronounced. And again, we have to understand that most Americans are bigoted, prejudicial, pieces of garbage. We need to understand that. I know a lot of people want to believe in a fantasy land where most Americans are good people or whatever. That doesn't exist. That's wishful thinking, right? So again, I just also want to say the conversation around this whole thing, how people are talking about it, is so ableist, man. I'm like, seriously, it's disgusting. Like, how well-meaning people are talking about it too. Like, well-meaning people are making segments and like, they're just like, it's not funny. I don't know, man. Like, we can have a conversation, about like, some people having like stutters or something or misspeaking, and it can be funny, right? Sometimes it's funny. I grant that, right? It really depends on the context, right? Like when Joe Biden goes up there and asks like where the dead congresswoman is, that's funny. I'm not going to lie. That's fucking funny. Okay. That's funny. But like, again, a lot of the times, someone stuttering is not that funny, right? Like, let's just be honest, right? So anyway, so this is the opening argument. I got a couple of other clips here. I wanted to play this one from Dr. Oz. This is Dr. Oz being asked about abortion.
I want women, doctors, local political leaders, letting the democracy that's always allowed our nation to thrive, to put the best ideas forward. So
he was asked about abortion, and the three people that are relevant: women, doctors, and local political leaders. Yeah, that's right. Dr. Oz wants to be in the room when you're having your abortion.
I want women, doctors, local political leaders, letting the democracy that's always allowed our nation to thrive, to put the best ideas forward.
So that's a little interesting. Anyway, this is I could play a bunch of clips. I'm just choosing a couple of them. I'm not going to sit here and play a bunch of clips of John Fetterman struggling to say words and then going like, ooh, that was hard to watch, right? Because that's what a lot of these YouTubers are doing. I watched a couple videos from other, so-called progressive YouTubers. I don't even know, can you call the Young Turks progressive after fucking Cenk Uyghur's, endorsing Republicans now? I don't know. Maybe I'll talk about that later. But, I'm not here to show you cringe porn. Oh, look. Oh, John Fetterman can't complete a sentence, right? But anyway, I just want to play John Fetterman's best line of the night, in my opinion. I thought this one was great. Check it out.
Again, it's the Oz rule. He's on TV and he's lying. I never supported any of that thing. He keeps talking about Bernie.
Look, what the hell is this little video glitch, by the way? This is like some horror movie shit.
He keeps.
Whoa, that's crazy. I'm not trying to,
Did any of that thing. He keeps talking about Bernie Sanders. 3 years ago, he was on his show and he hugged him and he said, "I love this guy. You know what? Why don't you pretend that you live in Vermont instead of Pennsylvania and run against Bernie Sanders? Because all you can do is talk about Bernie Sanders. Because my truth is that healthcare is a basic fundamental right. And I believe in expanding that, and I believe about fighting for health care, the kind of health care that saved my life."
So, again, the context here is that Dr. Oz is lying about being a con artist, and he keeps saying that John Fetterman is a radical socialist because he supports Bernie Sanders or endorsed him at some point. But I love the line, "Why don't you pretend to live in Vermont so that you can go against..." That's great. That's great. I love it. And then again, this last part is I want somebody in office that knows what it's like to have their life saved by healthcare. Now, again, I've told this story before. My mom had a stroke. She did not recover. She did not have adequate health care. She did not recover from that stroke. If we lived in a Medicare for all society, guess what? My mom would probably still be here. She'd probably be speaking as well as John Fetterman, and she would probably still be here. But she's not. Why? Because she didn't have good health insurance, and guess what? Our medical system is fucked up. So if you ask me, do I want a Senate candidate? A Senate candidate that had a life-saving healthcare experience, to me, that's a better Senate candidate. So I want to play this part again.
And expanding that, and I believe about fighting for health care, the kind of health care that saved my life.
So I think that that's a great line. He did a great job there. Now again, I'm not gonna be here to show you the cringe porn. Oh, John Fetterman stuttered here. Whoa. I'm not here to do that. I support John Fetterman. I'm not gonna be like fucking an ableist fucking YouTuber here. But I want to play one more clip. This is not from the debate. But this is after the debate, John Fetterman talking about the debate. And I believe this clip was last night at a rally of some kind. But anyway, let's play.
Last night, Oz said that, and I want to get this right, quote, "Local political leaders should decide whether a woman should be able to get an abortion." Basically, kind of like Doug Mastriano. For some of the focus on some of the words that I miss, he really has to say that he had the worst line of that night.
So I just got to say again, John Fetterman, this guy, he's a good candidate. Has he had some issues that I disagree with? Absolutely. Is his thing with fracking problematic? Probably. Right. But I mean, he's a good candidate and he's got good political instincts and he knows how to go after his opponents. And so this is, again, he acknowledges, yes, I'm having problems articulating myself. It's not a cognitive issue. It's just I'm having a struggle getting words out sometimes. But even with that fact, Dr. Oz had the worst line of the night. So again, I mean, I like Fetterman. I think he would be a great senator. And you should vote for him, absolutely. But again, I just like this media focus on when someone is struggling with a health issue. I mean, again, the only thing I care about are their politics. That's it. How they're going to vote as a senator. And this person, having had a stroke and is recovering from a stroke, that's not going to affect how he's going to vote in the Senate. Now, again, he might not be able to give a passionate floor speech for the first fucking 6 months or a year, possibly. You think Dr. Oz is going to have any? Like, you know, like, come on. Like this is ridiculous. You're really going to vote for a snake oil salesman con artist because the other guy is recovering from a stroke? I mean, but again, Americans are fucking crazy bigots, so who knows what can happen. But there you go. So that's all I have to say on that regard. Q-cock time. That's it. That's all the news I got here. Yo, Vlad is posting fucking banger, like, cringe in the chat, by the way. If you think most Americans are bigoted, it means you have never been outside of America? What does that mean? Like, what does that mean? Like, think about this. Try to understand, like, logic this out. Like, treat this like a math equation. What does that mean? If you think Americans are stupid, it means you've never left America. Like, is the implication that all humans are stupid? Because if that's the case, that does not affect whether or not Americans are stupid. You know? Like, people in fucking Europe or Asia or South America also being dumb does not automatically make Americans not dumb. What the fuck? Like, stupid fucking morons, man. Other people are dumb, therefore I'm not dumb is not an argument. Really? Other countries are way more racist. Really? Really? Oh, wow. And that makes all of a sudden America's not racist because other countries are racist? This is like when fucking, like, people talk about slavery and they're like, everyone was doing it. Everyone had slaves. Oh, come on now. Everyone was doing slavery. Is it really that bad that we had slavery in this country? Everyone was having slaves. My grandson or granddaughter or grandpa had slaves. My fucking mom's cousin's friend, they all had slaves. Everyone, it's not that bad. Like, bro, what the fuck? Vlad, you are a dumb fuck motherfucker. Like, I don't know what the fuck your problem is, but Jesus fucking Christ. Like, are you on drugs right now? Like, why are you posting such cringy fucking garbage in my chat room? Like, can you go somewhere else? Other countries are bad, therefore America's not bad is not a fucking argument. Yes, other countries are fucking garbage. So is America. Humans in general are fucking garbage. So are Americans. I don't know what the fuck. Like, what? Ted Cruz being heckled last night. Yeah, someone mentioned that to me, but I haven't seen it yet. So anyway, Q-cock, folks, if you have questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to ask me for my opinions on the news or happenings in the world or my opinions on other such things. And I'll be jumping into a horror film review. Got a good one lined up. So you're going to like it. Mass shooting in STL high school. What is STL? You know, I will say, over the course of May, June, July, August, right, I'm at this point where, you know what? Mass shooting at a school. Yawn, you know? Like, I don't know, let's game it out. Let's game it out. You're telling me I shouldn't say this. Oh, man. Oh, it was a mass shooting. Oh, jeez. Well, yeah, man, I don't know. Like, the world, it's over. Like, we're in the end times, you know? I don't know what else to tell you. You know? God damn. The weight of it all, you know? You ever think about the weight of it all? Anyway, hello, Marek. What am I gonna eat today? I don't fucking know. Alright. Movie review. Let's go. Is it a horror movie? Well, I'll tell you this much. It showed up in the horror section of the streaming service I was watching. I mean, have you seen Birdemic? It's a horror movie. So anyway, Birdemic, Shock and Terror, is the 45th film to be reviewed in the Spook 60 annual celebration. Goddamn motherfucking Birdemic. All right, so last night, let me tell my story. Last night, I got high. Then I decided to get high again. I got even higher. Then I decided to drink alcohol. And then I decided to watch Birdemic. Now, I gotta tell you, this is a movie. This is not just a movie. This is a film. If you have not seen Birdemic, I need you to go see Birdemic. It is not optional. It is not, you know, this isn't like a debatable, you know, we're not having debate class, you know. Fucking watch motherfucking Birdemic. I saw it on the Peacock streaming service. It's on there. So if you have Peacock, I want you to watch motherfucking Birdemic, okay? So, Birdemic. What is there to say about Birdemic? I don't even know. I honestly, how do I review this movie? How? You have to watch it. You cannot review Birdemic. I'm going to tell you this right now. You can't do it. You can't do it. The only thing I can tell you is you need to see this. What am I supposed to do? Describe the plot? What? Describe the plot of Birdemic? Are you kidding me? Go watch the movie. Go watch the fucking movie. If I described the plot, guess what? You wouldn't understand what I'm talking about. And you might understand the plot, but you don't understand why you need to watch Birdemic, right? If I talk about the special effects, you might think, oh, okay, well, yeah, sounds, you know, whatever. You need to watch Birdemic. I need you to understand this, okay? If you need to pirate this film, pirate it, okay? If you need to buy a DVD on eBay, buy a DVD on eBay. If you need to go to the street corner and beg for change in order to rent this from Redbox, you need to do so. Look it up, find it somewhere, and watch it. I don't know. What else am I supposed to say? Seriously, if you have seen Birdemic, okay? Now, there's two categories of people that are going to be watching this. One, having seen Birdemic. Two, having not seen Birdemic. If you've seen Birdemic, help me out here. How am I going to review this movie? This is a movie that you need to watch. There is no way I can say any amount of words that would possibly represent what this film has to offer. Seriously? Someone in the chat saying it's free on YouTube? Excellent. Go check it out. Watch Birdemic. If you have not seen Birdemic, what am I supposed to say? Oh, the main character is, he loves solar panel technology, and wow, he's trying to save the world, and then birds attack. Wow, you don't know anything about Birdemic. There is not a single word or a combination of words, a sentence, a paragraph, a novel, anything, an essay. You could not possibly describe this movie to another person in any way, shape, or form that is adequate compared to the experience that they will have watching this movie. I need to underscore this. You need to watch Birdemic. I don't know what else to tell you. What am I supposed to talk about? The guy in the forest? And how fucking cool he was? Because I will. That guy was fucking cool. What am I supposed to talk about? The random professor guy sitting on the bridge who just like talks about climate change for fucking 10 minutes? That guy's awesome. But again, if you haven't seen the movie, then me saying that doesn't fucking matter. You need to watch the movie. You need to watch the movie. I'm telling you this right now. I'm looking at the camera. I'm staring at you, okay, motherfucker? You need to watch the motherfucking movie. It's Birdemic. How have you not seen Birdemic? I don't know what to tell you. This is fucking goddamn Birdemic. I'm gonna sit here and repeat myself over and over and over again until you motherfuckers listen to what I have to say. Watch Birdemic. This is my Birdemic review. Watch it. That's the review. 2 words. Watch the movie. 3 words, actually. Watch the goddamn motherfucking movie. It's excellent. Like, the scenes where they're shooting the guns at the window at the birds. Wow. Holy fuck. That's a scene. That's a fucking... And there's many of them. The scene where they're fucking, like, I don't even know how to describe what the fuck was going on in that hotel room scene. I don't care. Horror, Brooke Holloway in the chat says horror is not really a genre. Don't think of this as a horror movie. Think of this as a movie you need to watch. This is not a horror movie in the sense that it's a horror movie that is, oh, I'm scared. You need to watch. I don't give a fuck if you like horror movies or don't like horror. I don't give a fuck if you don't like movies. I don't give a fuck if you don't have eyeballs. Listen to this fucking movie. I'm telling you. Okay, so the fucking hotel room scene. I mean, what the fuck is going on there? I don't even know. I have no idea. Right? Like the fucking just so much about this movie that really makes you want to jump off a bridge. But also in a good way. I want to jump off the bridge into paradise when I'm watching this movie. And again, there's 2 people listening to what I'm saying right now. 2 kinds of people in 2 groups. Only 2. Those that have seen Birdemic, they know what I'm talking about. They know what's up. They know what's going on. They're enjoying this. Those that haven't seen Birdemic, that are like, well, I don't know. Watch motherfucking Birdemic. Okay? The CG, this is the best CG in any movie ever. Okay? I'm just telling you that right now. It's better than Terminator 2. That's for sure. The story in this movie, oh my god. Birds, they attack. It's motherfucking Birdemic, okay? I don't know what else to say. The editing, I gotta tell you, the editing in this movie, fuck. The editing is great. The sound mixing, yo, I have never seen a movie that had more consistent sound mixing. I will tell you that much, okay? All right, this is a great movie. I don't know what to tell you. You need to watch it. If you haven't seen it, I hope I've convinced you to watch it. I don't care what the excuse is. Buy the movie, rent the movie, pirate the movie. I don't care, okay? Skip a meal or 2 if you have to and watch fucking Birdemic. It is a life-altering experience. I recommend buying the movie so you can watch it multiple times. Right, but again, this is a fuck mother of a film. This is not just a fuck mother of a film, but a motherfuck mother of a film. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. It's Birdemic. The scene when they're talking about how, everyone's gone, but you can clearly see people driving cars in the background because they didn't, block off the road or anything for the movie. They just filmed it in the middle of a real road while they're talking about how human society has collapsed and you just see everyone walking around like normal. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. It's a great movie. I don't know. This, at the ending where they're staring off into the sun. Wow. This is a film. This is one of the greatest movies that's ever been released. I don't know what to tell you. There are several people that claim that birds are not real. They're actually government surveillance drones. And I'm going to tell you, after watching Birdemic, right? After watching Birdemic, I'm inclined to agree. Watch the movie. Watch the film. You need to. I know, honestly, this movie, I need you to really just think about this. Those who have seen Birdemic, hear me out here, right? This movie redefines what it is, what a movie is supposed to be. When you sit down and watch a film, right? What are you expecting? What do you want from this? You want to be entertained? If that's the case, watch Birdemic. You want to watch a compelling story? If that's the case, watch Birdemic. You want to see some gory action? If that's the case, watch Birdemic. I need you to understand this, okay? This movie single-handedly has redefined how I experience film as a genre, as a hobby, as a pastime. It has redefined it entirely. Birdemic is the best movie I've ever seen. I'm going to tell you this right now. It's the best movie I've ever seen. Why? Because it's so unique and it's so captivating, and I don't know what else to say. You just have to watch the movie. You really, and I'm not saying that. Again, I know, there's the air of satire, of irony on my show and how I communicate and how I present myself. I need you to understand this. This, on the entertainment axis, may be the most entertaining movie of all time. Okay? It may be the most entertaining movie of all time. Right? In terms of, will you enjoy your life? What is the ultimate goal when watching a movie? To enjoy your life. To enjoy your life. To have a moment where just for 90 minutes, 2 hours, you have a happy life, you're happy to live. Watch Birdemic. Why do you watch a movie? To see a compelling story that really changes how you think about the world. Watch Birdemic. Watch Birdemic. That's the review. That's all I have to say. Watch Birdemic. So thank you for that. But go watch Birdemic. All right. So anyway, that's the show. That's the Above It All show. Yesterday on twitch.tv, I streamed Resident Evil 8. I've never played it before. It's a new game, came out last year. I've avoided all the spoilers. The only thing I knew about the game is there's the big lady in the hat, and as of playing the game, I've seen her, and I'm excited for her to step on me. So, tune in tonight. I'm going to be playing more Resident Evil 8. Once again, Halloween night, I will stream Silent Hill 2 on twitch.tv. That's going to be a great stream. You are going to love it. I'll have a lot to say by then. And also, once again, I am now 10%. We're making it big of the way to getting monetized on my new YouTube channel. I don't give a fuck if you like the content or not. Subscribe anyway. When I get monetized, you can unsubscribe, okay? I don't care. But help me out, whatever. Anyway, and that's the show. And I want everyone, homework. Watch Birdemic. I don't care what other plans you had. I don't care. Oh, I'm going out with the girls. Fuck you, there's a pandemic. Stay home. Oh, I gotta take my kid to fucking blah, blah, blah. Fuck that shit. Stay home. There's a pandemic. Oh, I gotta go to work. Call in sick. You're gonna be sick after you watch Pandemic anyway, so it won't even... Or Birdemic. You're gonna be sick anyway, so, in a good way, but, so it's not gonna be a lie. Whatever it is that you... Oh, I was gonna go, what... I don't care. Watch Birdemic tonight or else. Even if you've already seen it. I don't give a fuck if you've already seen it. I don't care if you've seen the movie 10 times. Watch it. In fact, maybe I'll watch it again tonight. Fuck. I don't know. Holy shit. Yeah, Bob Carmody, your mom's funeral? Fuck that bitch. If she was a good mom, she wouldn't have been fucking dead in a casket anyway. She'd be here caring for you. And if she were a good mom, you know what she would have done? She would have told you to watch fucking Birdemic years ago. But guess what? She didn't. Now she's dead. Fuck her. Go watch Birdemic. So anyway, that's all I got for the show today. You need heart surgery? You're not going to need heart surgery after you've seen Birdemic, okay? I don't know what else to tell you. Like, and again, those of you that have seen Birdemic, you understand what I'm saying here. Those of you that have not seen Birdemic, I know I sound like a crazy person, but like, you'll understand. Trust me, you'll understand. You will understand. When you watch Birdemic, you will understand what I mean. And with that, I bid you goodbye.
I don't know who created Pokemon Go, but I try to figure out how we get them to have Pokemon go to the polls.
Really, how many people do that? You mean they moved out and then they said, "Ah, the hell with it, I'll move back in"? You know, it doesn't sound like a very normal. You mean they moved out and what? They missed it so much that they wanted to move back in? Yeah, it's like it's crazy.
Well, and then.
Running against the worst candidate in the history of presidential politics puts pressure on me. Could you imagine if I lose my whole life? What am I going to do? I'm going to say I lost to the worst candidate in the history of politics. I'm not going to feel so good. Maybe I'll have to leave the country. I don't know. I went in yesterday and there was a television screen and I said, "This is genius." And there was a television screen and I said, "This is genius."
Why attack Sanders? Why? Oh, you're getting nervous, man. Just calm down. It's okay.
I eat extra sharp. That's what I eat.